applaud me for writing something new. It's so exciting for me. And instead of doing something new, I'm going to do something people love and they asked me to do. So, I'm your bitch. What do you think about that? You're my bitch. You're my bitch. Here we go. Get some rhythm. You see if I were a poem, you see if I were a poem, 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 you see if I were a poem, I would be the opposite of what everyone expects of me. I would be a black man with a ponytail on a Harley, weaving through traffic, blasting back Black Sabbath, turning heads as my hair changes into dreads and my honk becomes a 10-speed. My dress flies up all around me from the steady breeze created by the motion of my legs pedaling and pedaling. My small breasts, thank you very much, would look perky beneath the sheer white tank top that would graciously display my hard nipples for all the lucky tourists to see. Oh, fuck. Give me a second. Why? Do I want some rhythm? Give me some rhythm, Jimmy. Give me up for Jimmy. He's gonna give me some rhythm. I'm so upset, I just can't seem to do it right. Don't worry about it, here we go. You see, if I were a poem, I would be the opposite of what everyone expects of me. I would be a black man with a ponytail and a Harley, weaving through traffic, blasting Black Sabbath, turning heads as my hair changes into dreads and my hog becomes a 10-speed. My dress flies up all around me because of the steady breeze created by the motion of my legs pedaling and pedaling. My small breast, thank you very much, would look perky beneath the sheer white tank top that would graciously display my hard nipples for all the lucky tourists on Brady Street to see. And I would become the prose they speak over dinner at Bella's Fat Cat or coffee at Anodyne. You see, if I were a poem, 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 you see, if I were a poem, I would be the sticky white aftermath in the palm of the hand of the man who saw me turn the corner by Walgreens. I would be the girl of his dreams that he wouldn't tell his wife about. He would muse over me for years to come in the shower in the morning while wondering if he made the right decision by getting married. Fuck me, I don't know my own poetry. You see, if I were a poem, fuck it, if I were a poem. You see, if I were a poem, I would be a gay linebacker. And my biggest fear will be the locker room after practice, because occasionally a great tackle gives me a hard-on. And it doesn't matter who's lying beneath me with his face smashed in the turf. I know my erection only signifies my lust for the game, but my teammates won't share the same sentiments. And if my worst nightmare comes true and the cornerback lays a closed fist on me, my poetry will be a fist cutting through the oxygen and CO2 to liquefy the jaw of that homophobic prick who won't know what the fuck to do when he realizes a sissy boy faggot put his right eye out of service for a week and knocked out 2 of his front teeth. Look who's lisping now. If I were a poem, if I were a poem, if I were a poem. You see, if I were a poem, I would be called the mighty hermaphrodite. There would be a dick between my pussy lips and I would make you recognize me. No, I would not whisper my body's secret to my terrified lover. I would scream my poem, born from my own womb, fertilized by my own sperm, and my lover would rock my baby poem to sleep. Gently hold the truth of my poetic form in her safe keep. If I were a poem, 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 I would admit that the only piece I will ever take hand in creating will be inked on loose leaf, and each word of me will be a wish for every human being to find me between the lines that are my veins, that are your veins, that circulate the blood of my life, that circulate the blood of your life, that are pressed between a cardboard body and bound with a spiral spine. The collection of my vowels and consonants will make up the contents of our collective mind. If I were a poem, if I were a poem, if I were a poem, if I were a poem. You see, if I were a poem, you would dare not speak me unless you were willing to stop time. If I were a poem. Thank you. Nobody told me.